Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you're having a great day. In this video, I wanted to talk about the easiest and cheapest way to get your music onto all the online stores while keeping 100% of your royalties and 100% of your rights. A lot of people have asked how we upload our music onto online stores, and also they've been asking whether you get to keep all of your money and whether you get to keep all of your rights and whether it costs per song and all of these sorts of things. So basically, when we started uploading music, we looked at all the options available and we settled on Distrokid. And it is really simple, and I'll talk you through the whole process, but I also wanted to show you, give some actual evidence and some proof that it works. So I have a Distrokid account here with all of our music uploaded for the last year or so, even 2 EPs, an album, and a load of singles. And I just wanted to show that that music did get onto Spotify. Here's our artist page, verified artist page. We have real streams from real people, and we have all the music on Google Play, on Apple Music, Amazon, Deezer, and 150 other little stores as well. So basically, some really clever people at Distrokid have set this whole system up so that it's automated and very easy to use. So I'm just going to talk you through the process and sort of all the little ins and outs of it, but if you do like what you see, I have a special discount code just for you guys in this video. So if you click through on the link at the top of the description box, you can actually get money off this service and pay even less per year to use it. It's typically only $19.99 per year, that's dollars, but you can get a little bit of money off if you use the link at the top of the description. This sort of summarizes how it works, but basically it puts your music into iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, Amazon, and 150 other stores that you've probably never heard of. You get to keep 100% of your royalties, and you get paid every single month through PayPal. It's in stores 10 to 20 times faster than any other distributor, and this is true. This is not just something they're stating. It gets your music in there lightning fast. You pay $19.99 for the sort of standard package. There are upgrades, and I'll explain what the upgrades get you. And you can upload unlimited albums or unlimited singles or EPs for a whole year for this price, and it just refreshes each year. And this bit is a bit where it's kind of crazy, because there's some other distributors that will charge you $10 per song, and that is just nuts. And there's other distributors that will maybe let you upload for free, but they'll take like 10 or 20% of your revenue, and you do not want that, guys. Trust me, that 10 or 20% is definitely worth more than $10 or $20 to you in the long run. Like they say, you get to keep all of your earnings, besides the fact that like iTunes will take their cut no matter who you distribute with. You get to keep all of your earnings, so Distrokid isn't keeping any of your money, and you can also set up like splits with your band if you do have one. Another bonus feature which helped us out in the past was that you could distribute cover songs legally. You pay a little bit extra per upload, but it means that the artist gets the money they deserve, you get your money, it's all done legally and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to sign in and show you what you might see if you start using Distrokid. And then after I've shown you all the little ins and outs, I'm going to show you our artist Distrokid account just to show you how that's all set up, and sort of just provide some evidence for this service working and being as great as I say it is. So when you log in, you get this page, and there's sort of some menus at the top, just like any other site you'd imagine. Here you've got the bank, and this will give you a detailed breakdown of all the money all of your songs are making. When you do start earning money, I haven't actually uploaded any songs through this Distrokid account. It gives you a monthly breakdown, but this will be what you will see if you open up here, and it gives you sort of excruciating detail. So many decimal points here, it's ridiculous. And then you can upgrade at any time, so you just pay a little bit more per year. So like this is my current plan, but if I wanted to like name my own label, I could just upgrade to this one and it would be $35.99 a year instead. Or if I wanted to actually be a label, I could upgrade more, but that's a bit over the top. That's not for normal people. Usually we'd all just be on Musician or Musician Plus if you wanted a little bit more. And like they say, you can get a complete refund on your original plan if you decide that the basic plan isn't for you. Teams is how to set up payment to everyone in your team. So if you're in a band, this might be really important for you. And then the next thing is upload, and this is what you're going to be interested in. You get to specify exactly what stores you want it to be released to. So say you don't want it in Spotify or Apple Music or iTunes, you can just uncheck them. Super easy. And it also shows you all the other outlets that everything's going to be distributed to. So all of these, you know, Tesco Music, I didn't even know Tesco did music, but yeah, HMV, it's going to be in all of these little outlets and stuff like that. So then you get to choose the number of songs. Now you can choose one song, or you could make an EP or an album, and you get to go up to 35 songs. So this is going to be enough for everyone in the world besides Chris Brown. And trust me, if you can max out 35 songs in an album, you're doing really well. Artist, band name, just put your own name. But then there's all these little light bulbs. So what these do is let you know at each stage precisely what you are and are not allowed to do. So it tells you that stores will reject all capitals. So it lets us know that we shouldn't write Mia Vono in capitals, but also when we type in our artist name, it immediately updates and says, look, there's already artist called Miavono in Spotify. Unfortunately, we have 2 in here because someone else uploaded music under our name, but ignore that. Basically, it already tells you that your artist exists and stuff like that, which is kind of a cool feature. If your page doesn't exist, Distrokid will create a page for you on every single streaming site. Then you can pick the release date. So on the standard plan, it just gets it up there as quickly as possible. But if you upgrade to the next plan, which is what we have, you can actually specify a release date, which is how we've managed to set up a pre-order on our album. It's already distributed, but you can see it's on pre-order on Google Play and on iTunes and stuff like that. Again, if you upload, you can change the record label to say your own record label. For instance, ours would say Miavono, but if we didn't, it would just say sort of record label DK or distrokid.com, something like that. Then you upload your album art, and again, at each stage, they show you what you want. You know, JPEG's good, perfect square, 3000 by 3000. So if you're in Photoshop or whatever, you know what settings you need to use. You know, you can export it as a JPEG, choose 3000 by 3000 pixels. It gives you some pointers, you know, don't make small images large, stuff like that. It just gives you really helpful stuff that instead of like having someone experienced telling you, they're just telling you all of it for you so that you don't need to, there's no guesswork. It's really simple. Then you can choose like genres to help it sort of trend or to help get it into playlists. And it does work to get it into playlists because we've had luck with that, which I'll explain later. Then you name your song. Again, it tells you everything you are and aren't allowed to do. You just confirm that it's your song. Are there any explicit lyrics? You can set a price if you want to, and then you choose your audio file, just upload it straight from your computer, and then you're pretty much good to go. There are some other options. You could add it to Shazam and iPhone Siri so that if someone's playing the song out and they Shazam it, it will actually identify it instantaneously. So if you wanted to, you could pay about $1 a year for that feature. Or you could do YouTube Money, where if someone uses your song in their video, you can get a cut of their YouTube revenue, that sort of thing. It could be really, really useful depending on who you are and where your music gets distributed. And then you're all done. It uploads your music and it uploads your art, and it gives you email updates and updates within this site as to like how your music's going, which stores it's been sent to. It lets you know whether your artwork's been verified, all sorts of stuff like that. And it doesn't really seem like there's very much to it because there really isn't. It truly is very, very easy. We've never had a problem with it. And for the price of $19.99 a year, it really is unbeatable in my opinion. And like I said, there's also that discount. So if you do want a discount on it, you can just use that link in the top of the description box and get some money off the service as well. Moving on, I just wanted to give a little bit of a proof that it's working because, you know, you shouldn't just take my word for it necessarily. So I wanted to show you some songs. So Surface was one of our singles, for instance, from our Surface EP. A lot of you might heard of that. And it says, you know, it was successfully processed. We chose tags, we chose a genre for it and whatnot. They kept us up to date as to when it was published to the stores. And then on Spotify, just get rid of that advert. And as you can see on Spotify, Surface is sitting right here. It has real streams there. And if I scroll down and find Surface, so here's the single, and open it, you can see that in this case, this says Records DK because we hadn't upgraded our account at that point. But in the more recent songs, so if I went to this song, for instance, it says that our record label's Miavono. And because Distrokid set it up right and tagged it right for us, Surface and some of the other songs actually got onto Release Radar, sort of Discover Weekly, little playlists like that that really helped actually gather them some good streams for us. Another fantastic feature was that Distrokid immediately gave us this verified artist check even on our first day. And it just adds to that professional image just a little bit because some artists don't have that when they're starting out, and it just kind of makes it even just slightly harder to get your foot in the door. So I'm just going to go back onto Distrokid and I'll also show you this. So this is our album that's coming out. It's just coming out in a few days actually. And you can see that they've successfully processed it and delivered it to stores on a pre-release. So the date to be released is the 6th of April, but we uploaded it in March. And if I go to all the stores, like I said, you can see that it's available for pre-order, and all of this was set up. We didn't have to make a Google Play account. We didn't have to make an Apple Music account or an Amazon account. It's all just done automatically for you, and it really does make life so much easier. So if I go to our upload page, it's going to be a little bit different from the other one because we are on the middle Musician Plus option. But if I go back to upload, it's already set up artist band name Miavono. It says that it's all set. The release will appear alongside our other things, and we can choose a release date. So we can put it anywhere we want. And then we can choose a pre-order and we can name the record label. And that's really all the differences are. We still have all of this stuff at the bottom, and we can also choose a track price on iTunes if we really want to. Another really cool feature once you start uploading music is that you get stats. So if this page loads, which it should, you get your real-time stats for the streams and also the downloads So in this case, it lets us know that in the last year or so, we've had over 500,000 streams. Actually, that's quite cool. And it gives you sort of day-by-day breakdowns of what's happening. So you could see that on this day, our music was put into this playlist. So we know that we had to focus some more attention to that song and really be active on social media. And on this day, we got a notification saying, yeah, you know, your stuff's been put in this playlist, so you should probably get active and sort of monopolize on it, so to speak. And I sort of like geeking out over stats and stuff like this. It's not for everybody, but it is cool, in my opinion. I'm not going to click on the bank tab for Miavono because it's a bit private, but pretty much for about 100,000 streams, depending on like who your audience is and where they're listening and what devices they're listening on and 100 other things that are not within your control, probably expect to get about $300 to about $800 or $900 for 100,000 streams. But that's just the streams. That doesn't include sales on Amazon. It doesn't include streams on Apple Music or iTunes sales and stuff. So all of that stuff will also be added on, of course. It's really, really easy. You just deposit the money into your PayPal account. It arrives there incredibly quickly, and then you can PayPal to your bank or just keep it in PayPal or whatever. It really is such a simple process. And I really hope that I've made a really good case for it today. It's what we've been using for must be almost a year now, and we've never had any problems. They really have an amazing team over there. They've always been so helpful if we've had any problems with customer support and stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, someone made a Miavono account and uploaded their own music, and it had nothing to do with us. They helped us sort that stuff out. They just really do go the extra mile for their customers. If you are interested in using the service, please do use that discount code in the description. I got it specially for you, and just make the most of it. So thank you very much for watching this video. If you have any questions or comments, please just leave them in the comment section down below or ask me personally on Instagram. And I'll try to answer as many questions as I can about how to release your music and all sorts of little things you might be interested in. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Bye for now.